Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the West Palm Beach Democratic Club series of summer forums. And today we are honored to have the judicial candidates for the 15th Judicial Circuit. My name is Dr. Arp, and I will be the moderator for today. Now, as a practicing litigation attorney, I cannot emphasize how important it is for us to elect qualified, experienced, and non-biased judges. Now, judges can wield more power in your lives than any other elected official. If you have a dispute with a creditor, with a stroke of a pen, you can lose everything you have, or that debt can be gone forever. If you have issues with your children, a judge can very well decide who that child gets to speak with. In fact, that judge could also decide whether or not you get to speak with that child. On the election side, if there's an election dispute, a judge can make the decision on who is actually elected. And that's why it's very important for us to get to know these candidates, hear what they have to say, and make good choices.
I am Judge Diana Lewis. I've been a circuit court judge here in Palm Beach County for 11 and a half years. I've been in 4 divisions actually. I've been in the civil division, the family division, and I'm currently in the probate, guardianship, and mental health division. And I help out in the foreclosure division. Prior to becoming a judge, I was a trial attorney for 20 years. I primarily did medical malpractice, products liability, and health law. During the time that I was in private practice, I was involved in various community events and community affairs, and I've continued to do that to the best of my ability. There are certain things that we can't sit on any longer. I'm currently on the Board of Trustees at the University of Notre Dame. I'm on the Frank J. Lewis Foundation, which is a charitable foundation here locally. In the past, I've also been on the board of an international relief organization, as well as part of the coalition for teaching students how to read and write English. I love being a public servant. I'm here from West Palm Beach. I was born and raised here. I have 8 siblings. My father was president of the Senate for 10 years. Well, he was president of the Senate before he retired. He was in the legislature for 10 years. He gave back to this community as best he could, and he continues to do it. With that, I ask that you vote on August 26th for Judge Diana Lewis. Thank you.
Maxine Cheeseman, and I'm running for Group 30. There are 2 groups represented here. There are 3 candidates for Group 30 and 2 candidates for Group 14. So I'm in Group 30. My background is a little bit different. I originate from Jamaica, West Indies. I've been in the United States and Florida since 1979. I've lived here longer than I've lived in Jamaica. And for the last 19 years, I've been in Palm Beach County. I've been a public servant for 27 years. My background is a little bit different from most of the other candidates because I have a science background. I have a master's degree in organic chemistry, and I worked with the South Florida Water Management District as a division director for the last 15 years as a public servant. So I have a strong scientific background. I went to Nova Law School in Broward, and I studied to become a lawyer. I got my JD degree, and I spent 1 more year at the district in real estate and then transferred and started my own firm. So I've been practicing for 9 years plus. And I've practiced in administrative here at administrative courts. I've practiced in state courts, federal courts, and I've had jury trials, jury and bench trials, which is just before the judge, and numerous hearings. I've practiced a diverse law practice. I have a diverse law practice. I've done family law, bankruptcy, foreclosure, you name it, I've done it, except for criminal. Thank you. What I just want to let you know is that you have the power to choose who judges you. It's your right, it's your power, and your vote really counts. So learn your candidate. My prayer is you choose Cheeseman. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is Jessica Tigton. First, I would just like to thank the club for having this event for us, and I'd like to thank Vinny for hosting us at his restaurant. It's a wonderful place to be. I am running against Judge Lewis as my only opponent, just so you understand there's two different races here. I've been an attorney in Palm Beach County for over 10 years now. I grew up in Boca Raton, so my husband and I live in West Boca Raton now. We just welcomed our second son, Zachary. He's 7 weeks old now. And we also have a one and a half year old just about at home too. So we're very grateful to have our family close by too. We both have our parents within 10 minutes of our house, and we're very fortunate for that. I graduated college with honors from Florida State University with a Bachelor of Science in Criminology. I then went on to the Stetson College of Law, where I graduated in 2003. I'm a member of the Florida Bar Association, Family Law Committee of the Bar Association, the Palm Beach County Bar Association, the South Palm Beach County Bar Association, and the Florida Association of Women Lawyers. I'm currently admitted to practice law in the U.S. Southern Court, District Court of Florida, the U.S. Middle District of Florida, and the U.S. Appeals Court in the 11th Circuit. I'm currently a partner with the Tigton Law Group. I was formerly the managing partner there for 4 years. When I was the managing partner, I was responsible for managing 10 offices over the state of Florida. I had 24 attorneys working for me and approximately 50 support staff. I only stepped down last year after my first son was born, and now I'm a partner there, and I've practiced family law. I've done foreclosure, defense law, general civil litigation, all other issues that come up within those groups. I'm asking for your vote on August 26th because I want to be the next judge in Group 14. I can be a fair, impartial, unbiased judge that can use the law and the facts that are presented to me to come to fair decisions. I will restore civility to Group 14 by being fair and impartial and treating everybody that comes before me with the respect that they deserve. Thank you again, and I ask for your vote on August 26th.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jamie Goodman. I'm running for Circuit Court Judge, Group 30. I'm running for the open seat. My opponents are Peggy Rowland and Maxine Cheeseman. I grew up in Queens, New York, and then I went to school at Cornell University and Cornell Law School. And then I decided to move to Detroit, Michigan, to represent General Motors Corporation with the promise that I would get extensive jury trial experience. During those 10 years as in-house counsel and as a partner in a law firm, I also learned the importance of union management relations, and I gained extensive jury trial experience. In January of 1993, though, I wanted to make more of a difference, so I opened up my own law practice, left the partnership, and represented people in employment litigation, protecting the civil rights of individuals who lost their jobs in the workplace, who were subjected to harassment in the workplace. During that time, I earned an AV rating from Martindale-Hubbell, which is the highest ranking a lawyer can receive for legal ability and professional ethics. And with a good deal of preparation and a little bit of luck, with good clients, I got some good verdicts. And then, about 4 years ago, I decided that I wanted to make more of a difference. And I wanted to do something and serve the public. And I decided the best way to do that was to run to be Circuit Court Judge. I have the most jury trial experience in this race. I'm active with the League of Women Voters in Palm Beach County, and I'm sure I'll get to tell you more about myself as the evening progresses. Thanks for being here tonight.
Good evening. I'm Peggy Rowland, and I like to say what is different about me and why should you give your vote to me. First and foremost, I am the only board-certified candidate in the race. Why should that make a difference? Not only am I AV rated, as is Mr. Goodman, but I took additional continuing legal education courses and additional testing and additional vetting by all of my colleagues as well as the judiciary to get approved to become board certified. Less than 6% of the eligible bar members in Florida ever achieve board certification. Additionally, unlike the other two candidates, I am the most versatile person in the room. I am board certified in marital and family law. I spent over 10 years of my life handling difficult juvenile cases. I've represented abused, abandoned, and neglected children. I have represented parents who have been faced with termination of parental rights. I have done real property law. I have done probate. I have done guardianship. I have done just about every type of civil case that you can imagine. The only type of case I have not handled is a felony criminal case. In addition to that, I have represented over 2,100 people. I have tried over 300 cases. I have donated over 2,000 hours in pro bono service to the community in Palm Beach County.
Suggestions do you have to improve the juvenile justice system?
Well, couple things I can say is, first of all, we're really not allowed to talk too much about any kind of major cases that are going on or any specific activities in the judicial system that, you know, even if we think something is wrong, that what we can fix. I've never actually practiced in juvenile court. I've done family law. I've done real estate, foreclosures, and other civil litigation, a lot of employment law, discrimination, fair housing law. But I've never actually worked in the juvenile division, but I do understand that it is quite hectic in there.
Hi, I'm Jessica Ziegler. I've only handled a few cases in the juvenile section, but the few that I have handled, I thought were handled very well. The way the court was set up, it was very organized. They had the guardian ad litems there, they had the attorneys there that worked with the judge every day. You know, the same guardians ad litem work with the same judge. It's a lot like criminal in that way. Unfortunately, juvenile court, dependency court, it's very sad at times. It's very depressing. I don't know if any of you have seen what goes on in there, but it's not something that's an easy place to be for anybody. It's usually involving children that are being taken away from their parents for various reasons, or they've had problems with truancy or other issues. It's just not a happy kind of court. It's not like adoptions where that's the positive side of it. But from what I've seen, it is functioning well. I don't know what I could do or what I would suggest could be done to make it any better. But it's something that, I think the way it is now is working.
Sides of the juvenile division. You have the dependency side, where we're talking about abused, neglected children, and then you have the delinquency side. And one of the things, I guess, we're kind of limited in terms of what I've said, but I've had the fortune of having to listen to Judge Alvarez speak before. And one of the things that I know was his passion is trying to, lessen the pipeline of our young children, from the school to the juvenile system. And again, we're limited in what we can do as judges, but one of the first things that I would do is to talk with Judge Alvarez and see, how he's handled things. I do think the juvenile division has been working well, but that's how I perceive it. Thank you.